Hey, welcome back to Driven to Compete channel. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please hit my subscribe button and the bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. Today we're working on yet again another Euro project, but today boosted tag. Hey, and for anybody who thinks that he's only a Honda guy, if you haven't watched our hatchback build that Jim's working on, you need to check those videos out as well. But here we are today, MK2 GTI, and we ate a transmission. Yes, people, here at Driven to Compete, we eat transmissions on cars. Yes.
Apparently, constantly.
Yeah, you laugh about that. It's a serious thing, though. You know, Jim here, he broke down, and instead of trying to take parts out of transmissions, he did the smart thing. I totally buy. He went and he bought a completely rebuilt transmission. As you can see, it's been gone over. What did this thing set you back? $2 grand. $2 grand for a built trans. That's not too terrible. That is going to need the same thing, and that's not going to. I'm not going to get away with $2 grand on this thing. So, kudos to Jimmy. He did the right thing, in my opinion. So today's project is, you guessed it, we're going to put the trans back in this car. No more clicking, knocking, no more missing gears. Should be a pretty cool event. So just hang on. Okay, so step one, get your linkages off. Jim's working on that now, and he's using a pry bar to try to pop them off. So. Yeah.
I'm not that worried about it.
Let me go ahead. You could use some light. I've got light right here behind you. Let's go ahead and hook some light up for you. It actually fell when we were putting the car on the lift. Here's grab this guy for you. Here you go. There's some light, and let me plug this in. Unplug the lift. Plug in the. Here we go. Trying to do this one-handed is not the best operation. Let's go ahead and pop that in. And there's, wow, look at that, Jim. We've got light. All right.
Oh, man, I must have been doing this all wrong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, you're not even prying on the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
God.
In all seriousness there.
All right.
I did not. It. You got him?
Yeah, it's too easy.
It's too easy. Okay. There you have it. He removed the linkages. They just look like they pop right off fairly
This
easily.
little linkage pops off. There's a little clip that holds them on, so you undo the clip on the side there, loosens it, pops right off.
You know, I don't know if I'm partially still hungover from last night or what, but that little link, did they have a little song like this, little linkage of mine?
Oh my God. You're gonna have to edit that.
I'm gonna have to. All right.
When this sucker comes out, we should be good. There's only like this sensor on this car, and then I already unhooked the clutch down there, so.
Good.
Well, I can get the starter stuff from down below. That's got to come out then. But
well, I don't know. That's pretty easy to hit from right there if you
probably
wanted.
Just hang.
Okay.
Probably take the battery thing off.
Yeah, I would disconnect the battery. Hey, folks, when working at home, disconnecting the battery probably should be your first option.
Let's not like teach them crazy stuff.
Yeah, but hey, listen. Here at Driven to Compete, we live on the wild side, right, my friend?
Exactly.
Your wife didn't buy that shirt for you, I take it.
My daughters did.
Your daughters did.
They know.
I don't know if I believe that either.
They know.
So there you have it, folks. Boosted tag. He's a liar on top of everything else. All right, so he's disconnected that. We still need to hit that starter. I think it's easier to get from up top, truthfully, but that's up to you. Anyway, after we do that, we can move to putting the car, getting the axles out, put the car on the lift. Okay. So here you have it. Jimmy's here. He is just pulled the bolts. There's 2 bolts that hold the starter on. They're 17 mil, and he's going to go ahead and grab. He got the top one.
We'll have to get the bottom one.
All right, and then he's going to unbolt it from the block.
That's a 19.
And that's a 19. Okay. So let me show you what we're doing on the transmission back here to give you a better understanding. So right now, the way you're seeing it, right, you're looking at it from this perspective, from the front of the car. So you have a starter here, okay, that has 2 bolts to hold it in, 17 millimeter, and you have bolts that hold it to bolted to the motor, and they are 19 millimeter. And just so you can see here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's just, these are apparently going the whole way through as well. So, all right. So there you have it. Your axles are going to bolt up here. We'll get those from underneath the car, but it gives you a better perspective. Okay, guys, so we put the car in the air, as you can see, and what Jimmy was so kind just a moment ago off camera to point out was, this is why, right here, this is why we're friends. Yeah.
Forgot for a while.
Yeah, he forgot. It's amazing how many friends I have now that I have a lift. Anyway, what Jim has done is he's worked on his bolts here for the axle. You can see they're already taken out. He's got to do this side over here yet. And what else from underneath? You got these guys here you got to hit.
Yeah.
And you got a bolt there. And got over here, and you got to get the bottom of the starter.
Yep.
Right?
So we should probably drain this fluid then too.
Yeah.
Make use of your new
Yep.
toy.
Make use of the new toy we just picked up. Check that out. Here we go. Had a 20% off at Harbor Freight. And so I picked up one of these guys, 5-gallon on wheels. It's kind of nice. We've not used it yet, so I'm looking forward to putting it to use today. Okay, so we've got the, Jimmy's going to go ahead and take that apart. We've got the drain here set up. Now I backed it down. Once Jim has it starts to drain out, we'll go ahead and we'll raise this up and such. But let me back it up here so you guys can see a little better.
It's ready to go.
It's ready to come out.
Yeah, close enough.
Okay. All right. That's probably about as high as it's going to go.
That'll work.
But that'll work. So,
I am 6'5", so.
yeah, I mean, just to give you an idea,
Yeah.
ceiling in the garage is 10 foot. I think we're making the most of the space we have. Wow! I didn't expect it to be quite that color.
That was new fluid one.
That was new fluid?
At the beginning of summer.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That looked horrible. Alright, so there you have it. We've gone ahead and done the most important part. Drain the fluids. Why? So you don't leak all over the garage floor, 1. 2, it also takes care of some weight. Now we need to go get the trans jack. Probably get that out. And possibly, I don't know, do we need the trans jack?
We might need it to help hold the engine up, honestly.
Okay.
More than anything.
Alright. Well,
No.
there you have it. Next stop, trans jack. Hey guys, so everything's unhooked. We went ahead and we jacked up the front to get the tires off in the air because we have to pull the driver's side off to be able to get the axle out, and you have to come this way anyway. You have to go that direction from the drive shaft and everything. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll show you what we're wanted to show you the step because it's important. We're gonna go ahead and put the lift down. And go ahead, you can just pull the safety release. Hold on. There you go. And we'll go ahead and we'll put the lift down. You're gonna pull the wheel?
Yeah, we'll pull the wheel. Got to get the axle off. Probably pop the lower ball joint to get clearance to pull that axle. Because the tranny comes this direction.
Yeah.
So that has to be out of the way so we have room to pull it. So
Okay.
nice having the lift though.
Okay, so we went ahead and we removed the wheel, 19 millimeter, to pull that off, and we're going to take off, right there you go. We're going to pull that off so that we can drop the lower ball joint, and hopefully have the clearance we need.
14.
That's a 14?
Yeah.
And you need a short because of the clearance. Okay, guys, we're working on it. Jim's under pressure here on video, and he's... There we go. There you go. People can... Okay, so there's what the bolt looks like. Oh, wow. That was easy enough. Not too difficult. And what he's doing is...
I guess I don't need to...
You can swing that right around that way. There you have it. It's kind of nice. Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
Just be careful not to cut that boot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we put the tranny jack under the car. This was a bar jack. So hey, Keith Miller, if you are watching this video, thank you, sir, very much. Miller's Auto Addiction. If you guys are in Shermansdale or Perry County and you need work done, Miller's Auto Addiction, I highly recommend him. I use him for some stuff. But, you know, here we have it. We're actually going to use it to support the motor. And that will allow us to pull the trans out, as you can see. We used a bungee to just simply hold the starter back and out of the way. You can see this is out of the way. We put the tire back on the car so that we could put the sliding jack down and move it forward to get it out of the road as well. So I think we're ready. How about it, Jim?
My dumbass forgot the rear motor mount.
Oh, got to do the rear motor mount yet.
So,
okay.
Just a couple more bolts. That's it.
Couple more bolts, and I can show them where you're at up there.
Yeah, one up here and then two on the side over here.
Okay. Let me sneak around here so they can see what you're looking at.
There's one right on top.
Up on top, yep.
And then two
on the side. Okay.
Somewhere in there, I can't feel.
All right.
But back here.
Okay. You got a strap there if you want to strap it. Trying to get to come off the slide out from the clutch.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not the clutch. It's just the fucking thing there.
Okay.
Sorry about swearing.
Yeah, I know. There you go. Looks like it's free. What's it held up?
It's hanging up on stuff. Okay, I gotta turn them, I think.
Okay, let me back this up so you can see better. They can see better. Huh.
Can't see.
Okay, so Jim used, what was that? Was that a 12 or 13?
13.
13 millimeter. Just take that nut loose. That just pulls right off for the trans. Pretty straightforward. So is that straight up and down? Is that the right?
Yep, it should be good.
Okay.
Straight up and down, I believe. That's what it came off as.
Yeah, and
Still my car, it's that.
Okay. And he's just gonna tighten her up. Pretty simple. Well, it's day 2. We called it an early night last night. Got my piece tea here. Gotta love this stuff. Gloved up. Unfortunately, Jim can't be here today, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue through. Last night we did get this installed, and we really had to work on it, and then to get it to go in. And then once we did, we put 2 bolts on, one on each side, one from the starter and one on this side here. So when I say we had to struggle here, I want to just go here to the original that we took out. So I don't know if how well you can see this, but there's actual splines on this, and you know, I have a key that might be better to show you guys here. So bear with me. You use these types of things to line clutches up. So here's an example. There's splines on that you need. This piece here is in the transmission and it goes into the engine or the flywheel. So what you need to do is you need to line this up. So sometimes you have to turn it just a little bit to get that to line up and go in. And what we noticed yesterday or last night was that we had some trouble getting that to line up and go in. But through manipulation, we finally got that to slide into place. So I'm going to just button it up, go through the steps of putting it back together, and you know, hopefully finish this up for Jimmy today. So I appreciate you sticking with this far of the video, and I promise you, you know, hopefully it won't be that much longer in video timeline wise for you to see a finished product. All right, guys, so we put the trans back in. Jimmy did all the hard work. I'm just a pretty face, you know what I'm saying? So
They don't know that.
yeah, trans is in. Again, you put it back in reverse order from taking it out. We didn't go through the steps because we felt like we showed you enough on disconnecting the trans and taking it out. So here it is. Don't forget to put oil in that trans. They ship dry. Don't forget to do that. We went through it. We took a second and made sure that everything was tight. We're glad we did that. We did find one item that was loose. Again, it's always good to take a few minutes, go over it a second time. And here we are. Gonna do a startup. Battery dead.
Gotta go to cervical.
Gotta. Like I said, it's always helpful to make sure you go over everything.
Now the starter's hooked, just not to the battery.
Oh, that's right. We did disconnect the battery.
I disconnected.
So there you go, guys. But there you have it. I'm going to step back and let me get over here. So there you have it. MK2 GTI Trans replacement. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. To say you did it yourself, it's doable. Jim did this before in your driveway, right? With jack stands?
Yes.
It was probably a lot harder to do it that way.
Yes.
Versus having the lift. But there you have it. If you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments section. Right?
Yep.
All right. So, flip this around.
Give me a second here, I can fire it up.
Oh, we're going to fire it up for you. Just to prove to you guys that we do actually know what we're doing. Right?
Let's not get crazy.
Let's not get crazy. There we go. We don't have the choke hooked up, so give it some fuel, Jimmy. I let go of the choke. Okay. Oh. It's cold. Okay. But there you have it. There you have it, guys. So, as always, if you have questions, hit me up in the comments section. You know, this channel, we take time to try to do some of these how-to videos so that the do-it-yourselfers at home that have thought about tackling it but weren't sure, you know, you guys maybe gives you some confidence to try some of these things at home. You know, we don't make anything doing any of this, but we would like your support. So if you could hit that subscribe button and the bell and stay up to date on all the latest videos, that would be great. We love your comments and we appreciate your watching the channel. With that said, driven to compete and who's the tag? He's playing with his car here. There we go. All right, with that said, you guys have a great day. Driven to compete. Watch, like, subscribe.